My name is David Davis. I'm a co-founder and volunteer with Electric City Bike Rescue here in Schenectady. Electric City Bike Rescue is a community-based, all-volunteer bicycle shop. We basically take bikes and parts that are donated by the public and turn those into easy access for other people in the community that need bikes or would like to learn bicycle repairs. People are always welcome to bring their bikes to the shop during open shop, which is on Thursday nights from 5:30 till 8 o'clock. You don't need to have mechanical skills to come in and fix your bike. We have volunteers that are here to assist you. We have tools that you may need to get your bike repaired, and we also have whatever parts you may need on hand. It's important because bicycles by a lot of people in Schenectady are not only used for recreational purposes, but they're an important piece of transportation. We have a lot of bicycles on hand. If you're looking for a bicycle, we have a lot of volunteers that are there to assist you if you're having a problem with your own bicycle. We have a lot of fun doing what we're doing. Electric City Bike Rescue is always looking for new volunteers. You don't necessarily need bicycle mechanic skills to volunteer with us. We're happy to teach you. We're always taking bike donations. The history of Schenectady is what sets it apart from other cities in the area. Our logo, as a matter of fact, has a light bulb in it because we wanted to tie into the history of Schenectady with the GE plant and the American Locomotive plant. There's just a real positive energy in Schenectady right now. Come down to Electric City Bike Rescue and just check it out. We're having a lot of fun trying to provide a great service to the community that I think a lot of people appreciate. Welcome everybody. I'm David Davis. I'm president of Electric City Bike Rescue here in Schenectady. We're an all-volunteer community bike shop. A big part of what we do is we host open shop on Thursday nights so people can bring their bicycles in to get help and assistance with repairs. We supply tools, parts, and maybe a little bit of expertise. So depending on what you need, if you have a bike problem, I think we can help you out. So we'd like everybody to stop in. So around 2014 or so, myself and some other like-minded individuals had heard about community bike shops across the country. And in the Capital District, there was one started in Albany and one had been started in Troy. And we felt like Schenectady needed their own bike rescue. So we started getting together. Originally we had donated space at the Edison Tech Center downtown, right on North Broadway. And we had met there, just started very grassroots talking about what we wanted to do. And the next thing you know, people were bringing in bicycles. They were coming in as donations. We started gathering tools. And that's where Thursday Night Open Shop kind of originated. It became a regular thing that we've been doing now since 2014. Other than open night on Thursdays, we get invited to neighborhood functions all around Schenectady. We've had bike fix-up days in the Bellevue neighborhood, Hamilton Hill, Goose Pond neighborhood, and actually probably many others that I can't think of right now. But it's great because then we can take the bike shop to the people in the neighborhoods that can't get here on Thursday nights and get them all the assistance that they need, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So it's really one of the more fun activities that we can do with the bike rescue. So this is the shop that we have currently through an agreement with the Schenectady Municipal Housing Authority. They let us come into this space and use it for our bike shop. And over the years, we've accumulated quite a few parts and tools and bicycles. Currently, we have 6 available work stands, 2 double stands, and then we've got the 2 single stands over there. All the bins that you see around, we've got small parts here, larger parts, they're all kind of scattered around. So it's not very often that somebody comes in looking to get their bike repaired and we can't find a way to get it done for them. Usually you come in and with a broken bike and you end up leaving here riding it, which is a good feeling for everybody. We get all sorts of bikes here at the Bike Rescue. You know, here's an old tandem that somebody's currently working on, trying to get that back up on the road. This bike, I would guess, is probably from the 50s. It's an old Raleigh. It looks like we're probably scrapping it for parts because sometimes we just can't fix everything and we don't have room to store them. And then we get more current bicycles, like, you know, we get a lot of mountain bikes. They're very popular. People like having mountain bikes to ride around the city. They're very durable, you know, good for both on and off-road, great commuter bikes. We have an array of inner tubes, because every bike that comes in that we scrap has two, so they tend to pile up quickly along with tires. And we have a full range of sizes available. And we also have some new parts too. Like if we end up getting low on our most common size 20-inch tubes, we always have a backup that we can draw off to, you know, continue to help people with their bikes. We have, you know, regular hand tools. We have more bike-specific tools. This board's kind of got an assortment of the more bike-specific stuff: pedal wrenches, the larger spanner wrenches, crank pullers. You know, we got a chain breaker here, so anything you might need to assist you in getting your bike fixed, you're more than welcome to come in and use our stuff. We actually encourage it. We like to have people come in and learn how to use the tools and learn a little bit about bike repair. Got a whole, you know, we try to sort out the parts the best we can. We've got a large number of parts. One of the reasons we don't have to charge people when they come into the Bike Rescue is because the majority of the parts that we have been salvaged off a donor bicycle that we deemed not fixable, but you know, they always have some parts, bearings, cables, brake pads, something like that we can use. So when we scrap the bikes, we pull off what we can and we try to sort them out the best we can so we can find them when we need them. Lubricants and cleaners are always available to everybody. You know, if you just want to come in and clean your bike up and maybe do a little bit of quick maintenance, oil your chain, we can supply all that. You know, so whatever you need. This is our flat repair station. We can, you know, if we're not going to, so sometimes you just can't patch a tube, so we would replace it with one of our inner tubes we have on hand. But sometimes if it's just a pinhole, and we like to show people how to do it anyway, you can always put a patch on a tube and salvage it, and you know, get a lot more miles out of it that way. Up here we have some of the bikes we currently have in storage, waiting to be fixed. These have all been donated by the public, who's been very generous over the years. Like we said, we've been doing this since 2014. We've probably gone through maybe a couple thousand bicycles, I would guess, by now. We try to even salvage used cables when we can. So we have new and used cables for brakes and shifting. This is more parts that we have available to repair folks' bikes. We have, you know, complete brake setups, derailleurs, crank sets, freewheels, seats. So anything that you think you might need, we can help you out. And this is just our assortment of regular hand tools that we've acquired over the years. So, you know, just screwdrivers, pliers, wrenches, hammers. You know, not everything's bike specific, so we have, you know, just regular hand tools on hand as well. Many people come into the Bike Rescue without a great deal of knowledge how to fix or maintain their bicycle, and that's what we're here to help them with. There's just a few basic components that you can start with. You have your handlebars, your seat, your frame, of course your wheels and tires. You get into your crank set. You have a front derailleur and a rear derailleur, your chain, pedals, your shifters, your brake handles, and these are actually your brakes and brake shoes. Some of the most common repairs that we get here would actually be fixing flat tires by far. Probably right behind that, a close second would be doing brake repairs. And that would involve usually replacing the brake shoes or replacing the brake cable. Very simple for us because we've done it a million times, but if you've never done it before, you know, it's really, it could be a little bit mind-boggling, and until you've done it a few times and see how easy it is, it's kind of scary to jump into the first time around, but that's what our volunteers are here to assist everybody with. So when the Bike Rescue was downtown, we had a, you know, I would say a core audience of people coming in that really depended on their bicycles for day-to-day transportation, and that's 12 months out of the year. Even right through the winter time, we would come in February on a freezing cold night, and people would be lined up outside the door waiting for us to come in because they needed to get their bikes fixed because they depend on them so heavily. At the Bike Rescue right now, we still encourage those people to come in, and we see them often, but now up here on Jerry Street, we're in the middle of a very residential neighborhood, so we get a lot of children coming in, which is great because they need help with their bikes too, and we encourage them to get outside and play, and a bicycle is just a great way to go out and have some fun and get some exercise as well.
Anyhow, it's back to the double.
When people ask me what this organization needs, I always say we can always use more help and more space. And the help we're looking for, you don't necessarily need to know anything about bicycles. You can come in, and if you have an interest, we'd be happy to show you to get the basic stuff. We could always use volunteer help, you know, for fundraising, accounting, whatever your skill are that you think we might be able to use, we can use that kind of help too. And as far as space, even though the Housing Authority has supplied us with this big, beautiful building that we have, bicycles take up a lot of room. And, you know, at times, everybody's so generous, we have to take a step back and ask people to hold off on their donations because we just don't have the room to store them because it just takes up so much space. One of the reasons that Electric City Bike Rescue is such a great resource for Schenectady is, you know, people need their bikes repaired, especially if they're depending on them for transportation. The bike shops, although they do a great job, tend to be pretty expensive to do any type of bike repairs because of the cost of parts and labor. And that's where we can step in. People can bring their bikes here. We have used parts, new parts, and as long as you're willing to pitch in and get your hands a little bit dirty, that's stuff that we can do for free to pass on the generosity to the public and pass it on to people that are actually in need of bicycles. If you do need a bicycle, we have good, dependable bicycles for very little money that normally would cost a considerable amount at one of the bike shops. Our mentality is if somebody's coming in and they need a good, dependable bicycle, we want to help them get on that bike. And if they don't have any money to come in and adopt one with, you know, by paying cash, if they can do a little sweat equity and come in here and do some volunteer work, that works too. Like, as long as you're giving a little bit something back to the Bike Rescue one way or another, we can get you on a bike, and that's our main goal. One of our many volunteers that we have come in and help us on a regular basis on Thursday nights is Rich Vertigan. He's currently our treasurer and webmaster, and he just comes in and does a great job helping us out every week.
Half the fun of being here is fixing the bikes. The other half is the people. The kids are great. It's really satisfying to see the kid work on the bike, get it fixed, and ride it out of here. Well, they don't ride it in here. We don't let them do that, but that's very satisfying to have the kids have a fixed bike to ride to leave with. So that's why we do this.
And for me, one of the great rewards of doing this is when I come into the Bike Rescue a lot of times, this is a great melting pot of the community. We've got old people, young people, you know, people of different economic status come in, you know, boys and girls, it's just men and women. It's just on any given night, there's people in here teaming up, working on a bicycle, and all that other stuff just kind of disappears, and the interest is on the bicycles, because that's the thing that's drawing everybody together here. Is, you know, one way or another, everybody's coming in here for a love of bikes, either if it's for transportation or just for recreational riding. There's an interest that everybody has that's coming into the bike rescue.
And we all just get along and work together. It's nice.
If I had my dream, what I would want the bike rescue to grow into was something that was open more consistently during the week to get a greater number of people in here. You know, that way we could have different programs. We could have our Learn and Earn program that we've been trying to get off the ground. And I guess the other thing, as great as this building is, more space. We could always use more space to get around for storage and for the workshop.
That's kind of holding us up on the educational stuff right now, because every space we have is taken up with donated bikes or fixed bikes. It's a bad time of year, it's winter, nobody's buying bikes right now, but we're really overloaded right now, and I can't imagine trying to do an education session in here without being really cramped. So we need, this is nice, but nice compared to where we used to be, but we still need more space.
Right. Always need more space.
Always, we'll fill it.
This is Dave Gordon. He's one of our directors at the Bike Rescue, and another one of the guys that's here consistently on Thursday nights and all other times, helping us out and keeping us moving forward all the time.
One of the things, well, the main thing I like about Bike Rescue is that I want to see as many people as possible on bicycles. So coming here, fixing up bikes, and putting people on bikes that might not otherwise have them is a great treat for me. So that keeps me coming back every week. My grandson rode a 10-mile fundraising ride for diabetes last spring. 8 years old, he rode on a bike that he got from here. So that made me very happy, and I have good feelings for everything we do here. I think we're a great resource for the community.
I think what's special about the bicycle is different for everybody. Like I said, some people depend on for transportation, getting around town, running errands. It's the only transportation they have. It's the most fun, in my opinion, you can have as a child as far as hopping on your bike and getting out into your neighborhood and exploring. It's almost like a release, you know. And the other thing is, some people, it's just all about fitness. They'll go out, hammer a 30, 40 mile bike ride, going as hard as they can, getting their heart rate up, and maybe not so concentrating on their surroundings as like a leisurely bike ride down the bike path. But so I think the interest in bicycles really is up to the individual, and they mean so many things to so many different people. I think that's just what makes it interesting for everybody. Our hope is to encourage people to get down to the Bike Rescue, to help out any way they can. We're always looking for volunteers, and if you're interested in the Bike Rescue at all, the best thing to do is either contact us through email off of our website or on our Facebook page, or you could stop in any Thursday night. We'd love to see you come down, see what we're all about on a busy Thursday night, and just see if it's for you. We think it will be, because we try to make it as fun as we can, fixing the bicycles every week. This is where we store our new tools and parts that we have. Kind of keep them in storage away from everybody until we need them. So we've got an assortment of newer tires, inner tubes. We have an excess of tools for ones that we break or lose, different lubricants. So, we're pretty well stocked as needs come up, so we can replace something pretty easily. More storage of bicycles in this room here. So this is another room that we store bicycles in. We even occasionally get something interesting like this, which is a unicycle, but unfortunately none of us know how to ride it yet. So we're hoping somebody can come in and show us, or have interest enough in it to take it home some night. A lot of the bicycles that we have are, been rusting away in somebody's garage for a good long time. So we get a lot of these like 1980s road warriors, which are great, dependable bicycles that are almost bulletproof. So they're good ones we like to see get on the street for people that need transportation. And this is just more overflow bicycles. So most of these have been worked on. Usually if somebody's taken a look at it at the bike rescue and has done the work to get it back and road ready, we put a green tag on it. So that's what all these bicycles are. Just waiting for fannies to get on them and ride them home. In the springtime, we'll probably be able to give a lot of these children's bikes away at events that we do in different neighborhoods. Because children they outgrow their bicycles like they go through sneakers, in my opinion. So it's they're always looking to move up or just start from scratch on like one of these little tiny bicycles that we have. In 2011, I went back to school very late in life. I graduated, and after doing all that intense workload for a little while, I found myself at home at night sitting on the couch watching way too much television. I've always had an interest in doing this bicycle repair stuff. When I was a kid, I would just take my bicycle apart and put it back together just for fun if I didn't have anything else to do that day. So over the years, I started. After school, I heard about Troy Bike Rescue. I went and actually volunteered there for a couple of years. Maybe that's kind of where I learned the ropes of the whole bike rescue thing. And over time, I met some of my friends in Schenectady, and that's where we felt there was a need to do maybe our own grassroots community bike shop in a whole different area and see how it goes. And it's just been great. So really, all the guys here at the Bike Rescue have an interest in repairing bicycles, and it's great because we can take a hobby that we have and we come here and we help people, and it's just great to be able to kind of take a skill that you've learned and share it as with the community and help them out. I mean, it's all about helping people. That's why we're all here.
I thought I needed to do
So tonight's Thursday night, open shop. We've got volunteers showing up, getting ready for people to bring their bicycles in tonight and get them repaired. It's winter time, it's a little bit slower, so for us, when we're not repairing bicycles for people bringing them in, it gives us a chance to get caught up on some of these great donated bikes that people have dropped off for us. So, it's early, we'll see what comes in. Every week, you never know what to expect, things just happen, and we try to make the best of it and keep it fun.
It depends on how bad the backlog is, I guess.
Goodbye, everybody. One of the things that we have at the Bike Rescue to help keep bike repair simple is the ABCs of bicycle repair. That would include air for your tires, checking your brakes, and checking your chain.
And check it all over. Check it all over. See? Check it all over.
Check it all over.
The C is everything.
All right, I guess I didn't even know what the C was.
Take two.
Right, take two. Take two. One of the things we have at the Bike Rescue to keep bike repair simple is the ABCs of bicycle repair. That includes air for your tires, B for your brakes, and C for checking your bike all over, just for anything that might be broken or misplaced.
ABCs
Good brakes.
You're supposed to do ABC every time before you ride your bike. That's what it's for.
We asked you to do it. We're going to have to take the tire off of the rim to expose the inner tube, and we're going to use these tools called tire levers. A wheel assembly from the bicycle, pull the tube out. The easiest way to do it is put a little bit more air into the inner tube once you got it removed from the tire. If you have a bucket of water, it's great. You can dunk it in there, actually find where the hole is. You mark it, and then to patch it, you basically just rough up the space, put some glue on it, put your patch on, and it's almost ready to go immediately after that, so you can put the tube right back in the tire, mount the assembly back on the bike, put some air in it, and it's ready to roll.
Well, welcome back. I'm still trying to bake the muffins. But finally, I think we're finished. I hope you enjoyed our show today. If you would like to make an order or donate muffins to charity, then please go to the website listed below. With every muffin order, we donate muffins to the charity of your choice. I call it giving your dough to charity. I also encourage you to donate directly to the featured charity today by going directly to our website and getting their information. Thank you very much for watching, and keep on dancing through life by giving to others through love. Let me finish baking these muffins, and see you next time.
The show you are watching has been produced by SACC.TV. SAC-TV is a not-for-profit organization that provides educational programming, seeking to enrich communities by producing shows on culture, science, health, the arts, and more. If you enjoy what you've seen, visit us on YouTube and Facebook. Subscribe, like, share, and pass the word around. For more information and to see the latest shows, visit www.sac.tv or contact us as director@sac.tv or by phone at 518-831-9145. For now, back to our program, and stay tuned for more great shows.